Instagram. Look at this. I like this flexing. Anyway, guys, I know many of you are worried about losing weight. It happens with my clients. It happens in many of the conversation I have with you, like people who are struggling to put on weight, put on muscle. They say, oh, for me, it's so much easier to lose weight than to put on weight. All of these kind of struggles that comes in your journey of building muscle. And here's the thing. This is a fear that you absolutely have to overcome, because weight is a measurement. Is a measurement that we use to track your progress, but it doesn't define, necessarily what's your goal. Because, weight has to be more of a waste product of you doing things right. And I want to tell my story because I was also in the beginning very excited about my weight going up. Like when I started training at the gym, I remember my weight was going up all the time. I don't remember exactly at what weight I started. I might start at around 70 kilograms, something like that. And then I started going to the gym. My workout plan was very simple. When I started training 15 years ago, the information online, it wasn't that confusing. You just Googled Arnold Schwarzenegger training, and that's what you do. And same thing with the diet. I was kind of following what Arnold Schwarzenegger was eating, and so things were working for me. So I was getting stronger. I was pushing. I was making. I liked to push heavier and heavier weights. So I was getting results, pretty consistent with my diet. I was getting results, and my weight would go up. So my weight would go up, and I remember I was excited to see the scale going up to 80 kilogram and then 81 kilogram. I saw, and I was talking with my classmates that a few of them were also into training, and we would get excited about getting heavier, dreaming about weighing 90 kilograms. However, I wasn't that consistent with tracking my weight. I also didn't do it properly. Like now I know that you don't just weigh yourself anytime, any day, and that's the correct measurements. No, you need to weigh yourself 5 or even 7 days per week, and you do the average, and that's actually a more precise way of tracking your weight. But what happened? This increase in weight happened. I was excited about it. I think maybe my first year or two of training. Let's say my first year of training. But again, I wasn't tracking my weight that much. And I keep being consistent, keep getting stronger. I did enjoy seeing my physique getting better and better. And I got to a point where I was very happy of my physique. Like maybe 2 years later, 3 years later, I think, my abs were super defined. I was more shredded than I am now. I had, more veins because my body fat was lower. And I was super happy, super happy. And then it comes a day where I go weigh myself on the scale, and I was like 76 kilograms. So, I was lighter than when I started, but, I was looking at myself, I was like, I look great. And here is where I realized that the weight, it doesn't matter. It's not a goal really. Weight is just a measurement At the time, I didn't know how to use properly weight as a measurement to track my progress. So I was excited about it, but that wasn't the case. So it happens that I step on a scale and I weigh like 4 or 5 kilograms less than I weighed 1 year before when I was excited about building muscle. But I was looking at me and I was the best I ever looked in my life, but still I weighed less. So in that moment is when I realized that what matters is the way you look. Really, are you happy? Do you look muscular? That's what really matters at the end of the day. But now that I know better, I know as well what you should be expecting when it comes to training, getting stronger, and building muscle. You should, and if you're a beginner, anyone, most people will have some extra fat. Okay, so usually also my clients, some of my clients, they come to me, they're actually already pretty lean, but that's a smaller percentage. So I believe the majority of people are like this. The majority of people is going to have 15, 20, maybe even 25% body fat. So, and I know that you need to get clear on this. Like, what's your goal? Do you want to be heavy or you want to look muscular? I think that for what I understand, like most people, like me, we want to look muscular. We want to have defined abs. We want to have muscle where you see the definition. You don't just want a fatty arm. You want to be muscular and look defined. So if that's your goal, here are the expectations, okay? If you are 15, 25% body fat, you have anywhere from 5 to 15 kilograms of fat to lose in order to have a physique that kind of looks like mine, where you are defined and you can see the muscle popping and you actually look muscular and not just big and fat. So you need to understand that if you get into a proper workout plan, training plan that makes sense, you start a diet, perhaps this diet should be aiming to lose fat, you need to trust the process. You need to trust the process. Why? Because you're going to lose weight, and you're going to lose weight to a point where you might don't like it. You might say, I'm losing weight, and you're scared because you don't want to lose weight. You want to look bigger. But you need to understand that your expectation and your judgment, in whether you're doing things right or wrong, it should be on a time frame of 12 months. Because, most people don't realize this, but you don't have muscles right now, right? So if you don't have muscles because you're a beginner, you never trained properly, what's going to happen is that as you lose fat, you're going to look smaller. It's just part of the process. You're going to look smaller and you think, oh, but I want to look muscular. Well, that's going to take time. Like most people will build 5 kilograms of muscle in a period of 12 months time. I think that's the average is what's going to happen. Some people might build more. Most people, I think, it's going to build even less muscle in that period of time. But you understand that, if you have 25% body fat, or if you have a bit of a belly and you need to lose that, and that's 15 kilograms of fat, right? Even if you're building muscle because you're doing the things right and you're progressing overload with your strength training, which is, it is possible to build muscle as you lose the fat, but still in a 1 year time period, you might lose 15 kilograms of fat and you build 5 kilograms of muscles, right? So this means that you're going to look muscular. I absolutely, you can you can trust that, and that's where you should be trusting, if you're getting stronger, but you're going to be lighter. It's just the nature of it. Then eventually, over time, this is going to go on the opposite direction, right? Because what happens? You drop your body fat down to, I like my clients and me to be around 10% body fat. We measure that with a caliper. So we measure the abdominal fat, and usually that's about 10 millimeters measurements. And I like to be around there. So once you are around there and you keep getting stronger, this is when you start actually seeing your weight going up. Okay? But again, it's just a way of taking measurements. You cannot just expect to say, let's say you're 85 kilograms right now and you have fat on you, and you say, I want to weigh 85 kilograms, but with muscle. Okay? And I'm talking to you with a natural approach to training. I know there's all of these people that use performance enhancing drugs, and so they can't do it. They just can't say, yes, I want to go up and up and up and up with the weight, but that's not the truth of what's happening in the natural, real realm of training. You might never get to 85 kilograms. You might never get to 85 kilograms full of muscle because your genetic will not allow you to. And that's it. That's what I wanted to say. Most of my clients go through these fear. Let's call it fear. This fear of, I'm losing weight. I look smaller. Bro, like you don't have muscles right now. You need to be patient. You're going to look smaller if you want to look defined. But I believe like it's better to look a bit smaller, but with muscle definition, rather than just fat. For me that's my idea. So Superstar Obi is just a troll. Let me invite this guy. Go live with Superstar. Okay. Let's see if this troll wants to come live. Remove from live video. Go live with Superstar. People, add Superstars to my live. Yes. Come live, man. Tell us live your insults to veganism. So upset that there are some people that actually care about animals, and your trolley reaction just showed that you have to justify your action because people who are doing better than you make you feel guilty about your action, and instead of recognizing that you're doing something wrong, what you do is just trying to bring vegans down, and this is what makes humanity look very bad, because you don't even have the strength to look at yourself and your action and say, oh, maybe these guys are doing something good. They seems to care about animals. Like maybe I should review my habits, but no. You prefer to try and bring down vegans, so you can keep being a caveman, who murders innocent animals and think his only pleasure in life is consuming animal products. Well, go F yourself, man. What can I say? Yeah, you don't even have, like courage to just share your meat masculinity. Vegans don't have as much muscle as carnivores. Um, you don't even have the courage to come live, right? Come live. Come live. I'm happy to listen to all your insults. Make the carnivore community proud, man. Come on. Come on. You say meat is masculinity? It's not masculine to cowardly fear coming to alive and you know just just share your values and validate what you're saying in your comments, but you're just a little bitch. So no, it seems like the guy doesn't want to come live, but it's still on though, or at least it's not on actually. Any non-vegan? I'm hyped up now. I'm hyped up. I want to debate a non-vegan now. Is there any non-vegan live with me right now? I don't think so. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.